Welcome to this video. We are going to see about industrial relation and labor welfare. I am M.Mohamed from First M.Com, KCS Kasnadar College of Arts and Science. Labor welfare funds are created as a measure of social security provided in the working class. Social security is one of the working class. Social security is one of the three categories of labor welfare activities classified by the study group appointed by the Government of India to examine the labor welfare activities. The government constitutes labor welfare fund as per section 3, to which following are credited to all unpaid accumulations due to workers, grants or advances made by government, any unclaimed amount credited to the government in accordance with the rules made under the Payment of Wages Act 1936 and Minimum Wages Act 1948. Any sum borrowed under Section 18 of Tamil Nadu Labour Welfare Fund Act 1972. All fines realized from the workers. Deduction made under the provision to subsection 2 of Section 9 of the Payment of Wages Act 1936 and the provision to subsection 2 of Section 36 of the Tamil Nadu Shops and Establishment Act 1947. Contribution from employees, employers and government. Any interest by way of penalty paid under Section 14 of the Tamil Nadu Labour Welfare Fund Act 1972, any voluntary donation, any amount raised by the board from other sources to augment the resources of the board, any fund transferred under subsection 5 of Section 17 of the Tamil Nadu Labour Welfare Fund Act 1972, education and training program, employees education. In the word of William Flade, worker education is an attempt on the part of organized labor to educate its own member under an educational system in which the workers prescribe the course of instruction, select the teachers, and in a considerable measure and furnish the finance. Futures of employees' education. The scope of worker education is much wider than of trader union education, but it is narrower than of adult education. The worker education is designed to create trade unions consciousness among workers, besides making them good citizens and training them to understand the status, rights, and responsibilities. In worker education, the workers themselves prescribe the curriculum and select the teachers who have full sympathy with the working class. The institute providing workers' educations are owned, financed, and managed by the workers. It is aimed at increasing the bargaining power of trade unions and making the working class more sensible and cooperative. It differs from vocational and professional education, for the main aim is to train a worker for his group advancement and increasing individual creativity, whereas vocational and professional education aims at individual development. The approach in worker education is psychological and philosophical. It includes general education, vocational education, technical education, social education, and training in trade unions. Director General of Employment and Training. The board has developed a need-based three-tiered training program for educational officers, workers, and teachers. In first, state education officers are trained. The period of training is 4 months. Then they give training for different regional centers. Second stage is to get selected workers trained as worker teachers at the regional and sub-regional centers by the educational officers. The duration of the program is 3 months. Worker Education Scheme Aims and Objectives. It is important for industrial peace and harmony, healthy management, labor relations. Develop effective trade unions through better trained officials and more enlightened members. Enhance the leadership skills which enable the workers in its development. Increase the total labor mass literacy. Better understanding of the problem with effective solutions. To fulfill the organization requirement through proper responsibility handling. The precondition of the worker education literacy. Important consideration at the present stage of developing country. To understand the worker privileges, rights and obligations. Time to time training programs to upgrade the workers' knowledge. Minimize the industrial accident and other mishaps on the shop floor. National Commission on Labour has said that the labor worker education should have the following key areas are to be studied. This should employ independent, intelligent, and innovative. He should be responsible, alert, and self-disciplined. Also guided the national trade union centers to arrange the quality programs with the collaboration with some of the universities and institutions. Apprenticeship Training Scheme. It is established under Apprenticeship Act 1961. Employees are required to engage apprentices to the development of industry at any case. Foreman training. For the Institute of a Foreman, the institute was set up. Training is provided to the existing and potential shop foremen and supervisors in theoretical and managerial skills and workers from the industry in advanced technical skills. Craftsman Training Program to promote the efficiency of craftsmen, to conduct various type of tests for selection of craftsmen's trainees. The duration of the course is 1 to 2 years. National Trade Certificate is issued for successful candidates. Craftsmanship Instructor Training. Education, ITI or diploma is required. Part-time training for industrial workers to conduct part-time evening classes are organized to improve the standard of working. Advanced vocational training system focus developing analytical ability, applying system approaches, assuming responsibility. Needs advanced supervision. Workplace must be organized so as to make learning feasible. To give training to advanced skilled workers and technicians. Vocational training program for women. It includes instructor training, basic training, and advanced training in selected trades, which is particularly suitable for women. Women needs skill development. This is one thing which can really empower them. Schemes in Institute, Craftsman Training Scheme, Apprenticeship Training Scheme, Center of Excellency, Production-Oriented Training Scheme, National Service Scheme, Vocational Training Scheme as per demand, Lok Seva Kendra. Thanks for watching this video.